Why, hello. Let's do more. If Baron never comes back, well, let's definitely switch, but I might just do this, not even do Minecraft tonight. You're a stalker or something?
Now.
Let's say that I was just thinking about filling in on the results of my investigation. 10:42 right now? Okay.
Bound to me.
Won't you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes? Huh? Just kidding, I was joking. Didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually,
About the footprints? Those are the footprints in the front of the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints they are? Wouldn't know I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you. Which will come with me, right? I'll trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can't get a clue, what are you gonna do, Chiaki? Talk to Fuyuhiko and see if we can get to tell me anything. I'll leave this to you.
yep.
Definitely a good idea. Someone like me try to talk to him and be impossible. It might be different with the girl. Be careful he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep.
This is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What?
You actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Just gonna go on ahead of the beach house and wait there. She lives throughout the entire game, guaranteed. She's the Kyoko of this game. Or she dies next, I don't know, one of those two. I'm walking there too. No, where's it? We're good, we're good, we're good. It should be done by the time we get there, I think. Don't you forget. It's impossible for you to die. Let's go. Be free. Oh? Does it give you something? 200 and another pop hurry, we're good. Doesn't seem focused. Goodbye. Now I'll never give him presents ever again, because who cares? Can't do it right now anyway, till I hatch. Where do you is you? Wouldn't even appear, will it? Menacing, yeah. It is this one. Okay, so we have not to finish Akane. Then we'll probably do a Gamer Girl. Chiaki. Afterwards, I went the wrong way. I'll give you some gifts. I just don't remember what. The first 8 do not ever get used. I believe. First 7. This is for Mikan. Nothing needs to be at 6. I don't think anybody wants the handbook anyway, so. Yeah, but if I have anything over 5, just send it. Okay. Where we were going for a minute. Clean the poopies. You know there's some poopy already. Nope. I wish I cleaned the poopy. Flush that brown upside down. Pork. Burp. Gundam, what are you doing?
So
I was right, huh?
what
I already
happened?
assumed you would come here.
Fine.
Anything you can hide from me, the Supreme Overlord who wields the fourth dark divas of destruction. Must know everything, for instance, and happen to know your friends.
I can see it.
Or preoccupied with your infantile beach play.
Nature.
Matters now
Collective
for what I
will
love,
of
the silence,
the-
the solitude. That's right, that's it, that's precisely it. I wanted to be invited to. He just lashes out, man. Right, nobody moved the body? Okay. I thought they would have moved it by now, but that's okay. Oh, Nagito.
Now then.
Try going inside? Oh, okay.
My,
Nagito?
Whoa!
Whoa, what the heck are you doing here?
Hello there.
Oh, there, Kazuchi. Thank you for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just a mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
This dude.
um,
Do you have arrived at a good time?
big news.
Big news. I've discovered something very terrible. Terrible discovery. Not only that, I believe nothing like Sonya's, but there's something I noticed too. You too, Mikan? This is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching this boiling point. Mikan, you have something to say too, right? Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. You solved the case last time, so you're very important. Be disappointed. I think I don't remember the last case that much. Let's get on with it. First to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out. Definitely killed by a blow to the head. Probably struck behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon was clearly the middle bed. Every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say, almost like Maharu didn't suffer. What does that mean? She was dragged? No doubt that she died instantly. Death was instant? Sounds a little strange. I think I better remember that. Well, it was purposely put to look at the body, so. And something else I found? On my own, are you busy right now? Just tell me. During the autopsy, I discovered the Maharu's pocket. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. Better they started expecting us for no reason. Yoko. I'm gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? When did you come to the beach house in Seconds Island at 2:30 p.m.? Seems there is someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Sayanji. This letter. Letter is real women Hiyoko met up with Maharu, right? Plus Maharu's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m. and then 30 minutes prior. We think about that, what that implies then. Starting to get confused. If that's true, what does it mean? What happened between Maharu and Hiyoko? Letter to Maharu has been added to the True Bull section of your handbook. So yeah.
Big news!
It's not big news. Huge news. What's the big news?
See?
Remember the Sun Witch Espirito mask that was next to Maharu's body? The mask the killer used to hide their face? Totally forgot.
Listen.
No, this is not correct. The mask was not just used to hide their face. What was it for?
Well?
Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly, they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order!
Do not look so disappointed, Ajame. You need to be surprised.
Hey.
Sparkling Justice character, that's the serial killer you're talking about before, right? Is that true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but
Wow!
it's a heroine mask, to be precise? Some witch Espirito is a pretty witch girl. It's the heroine.
Anyway.
And anyway, so are you saying it's possible that the serial killer is the one who killed Maharu? It means there's a serial killer hiding among us? Pretty sure I've seen the twist like this in some video game. It's a stupid serial killer in my butt. Killer just uses to cover their face.
That's weird.
Even so, they sure chose something that stands out. It might be true, but
However,
although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be the best if we exercise some caution. So, Nick, can you tell us everything you know about this so-called sparkling justice?
as the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The heck?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
What the heck was that?
Well,
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
what?
An unknown serial killer has a
Do you
catchphrase.
have a minute?
Read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. Article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However,
However, in the end, the journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer. A serial killer might not want to hear from you. Hear that from you? This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Next to the mask, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Is it kind of a stretch to say there's a serial killer hiding in our group? I really don't want them to do that again.
listen!
Does not mean they are in our group. Possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to murder Maharu.
Wow.
Probably not possible.
I...
It's the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I want to think about it, I simply cannot believe it. One of us capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. Sonia, I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there is a serial killer hiding on this island. Alright, Nagito, the most sane person in this room. Hey, tell me about what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? Listening to everyone's story at the airport, I wanted to catch this, went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. Everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages.
Yep.
Monica Mine needed access for that investigation, so we said, let me in. That punk, he did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. Monkey just squatted down near the entrance to the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hajime, look. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this, those footprints. So snuck inside everyone's cottages was
Yep.
wanted to get a sample of everybody's footprints, but unfortunately Fuyoko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. It's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Which
Yep.
footprints are they? Hyuko's? Yes, we saw her leaving, but she was already dead.
Well-
She ran because she was upset. To be honest, the reason that summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside their cottage. Remember, if she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in.
Perhaps.
If I could ever lured her out, she wouldn't be in their hurry to go back to her cottage, treating her like a small animal. Totally worth it. Footprints collected there were smaller than anyone else's and matched the footprints of the beach house. There's no mistake, they are Hyoko's footprints. She was the first person to witness the body. It's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. I mean, interesting.
See?
Found a lot of these candies at her room. That's gummy candies. They come in 4 different flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. At least she got it from the supermarket. Apparently, she really likes this brand of gummies. Could have been the other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. I don't like the character, but I will stand by them not killing the person. Now, where was all this blasphemy I was throwing at her during the last case? Don't worry about it. But it's obvious she didn't kill her, so I will stand by this character. Clearly, she has some trauma, and she lashes out. But all she wants was a friend, and now the friend's dead. People who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. What's wrong with it? Not clear if she relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case, coming from the guy, that means probably really relates to the incident. Gummy bag has been added to the True Bowl section of your handbook.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end. Come, now is the time to fight the decisive battle. The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits. The class trial is finally raising its curtain. So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
Now then.
Oh, whoops. Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. Finally starting the class trial where our hopes and Killer's hopes will finally clash. But it's alright, either way, we'll hope we'll win in the end.
Alright.
Let's go prove it. Why is it so excited about? There's no reason to be respond to a guy like that anyway. We should start heading over. Trial field. Monokuma is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let's go. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and Mahara's body. Now imagine those heads, but as my garment trap. Let me go help me. He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined. You'll have to stay put, you stubborn little Lolita. Stop harassing little girls. This is what's going on. Hyoko was trying to run away, but someone brought her by force. Hyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. If you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you part of the island's food chain. Go get his shop. Making me waste my sweet butt time. Another problem to deal with besides this one. Looks like it's Fuyuhiko. Totally ditched my appointment. Makes me so angry. Ah ha ha. Blah 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 blah. His anger changes form. I'm right here. Uh-huh. Fuyuhiko, you came, I was worried about you. Nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still,
Bastard!
I mean, accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean? It's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway,
Hopefully everyone else is here. Let's depart now.
see ya
I'll
later.
go first and be the one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some
You
spirit.
don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy.
This too
Begins the
must
beginning of
be
the end. Let's keep our spirits high so we can one day find the shining hope. That's right, I can only move forward. Moving forward is the only option. You should be honored.
It's
Mere human such as
nearly
yourself will be present to
showtime.
witness the beginning of the end.
It's
I believe in you. If everyone works together, you should be able to stand against any despair. I will definitely help you out. Okay, Saab, I had nothing to do with this. What are you dilly-dallying for? Come on, let's hurry up and go. Pika Pikiyama.
then...
Let's go. No reason for us to waste time here. Says you.
Listen!
Never mind. Truth behind Maharu's death, sparkling justice may hold the key. No, that just has to be it.
Cause it's
Let's
bad.
go. We can't forget the killer. Quest trial stuff again, so this time we gotta figure out how to kill Maharu, huh? Don't get complicated stuff, so I'll leave this to you guys. If you don't unleash your power right here, where else are you going to unleash it? Would you want to avenge Maharu's death?
What the?
Monokuma changed forms, color me surprised.
Hey,
Can he be the type to awaken hidden powers when he gets angry? He's a stuffed animal, right?
damn it.
I'm not mentally prepared yet, like I don't think I'll ever be. Or we can't just stand around all day. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maharu, why did Maharu? Wow, this is impossible. I mean, because I won't run or hide. Rar.
You're so evil!
No matter how many times I see it, it's such a bad taste that wears the lowest most brutal taste. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling of similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. Rumbling sound filled the room and the surrounding space began to fall. As the show would clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout the drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was around and fruit swelling to the sun before it finally goes squish, suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure the pressure by firmly standing on my legs. After a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And it stopped altogether. Aim, defeat the boring regime. So I've decided to start decorating. How does it look? Shimonokuma's decoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
I'm gonna allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
Get to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really, what is your true intention?
No,
Nothing
no.
really, essentially, the killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time? Break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
My purpose is only going to be weakness. Those who have purposes are always the weakest one in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about some cheap butt purposes like trying to survive. And do the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. Starting the class trial is starting. Maharu Kazomi, the ultimate photographer. Unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. More importantly, she was always straightforward. Person that killed her. It's Among Us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Is this what I got from what's your face? Sure, we have 42 points, why not? I'll never spend them, that was the issue. I can spend them now. But I don't care is the thing, so yeah.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Girl A, girl B, girl C, girl D, girl E, and boy F. That high school, and that high school girl who got killed at the beginning. And the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference. Able to figure out who's who. First character the player was able to control was girl A. What the heck is Sato?
Damn it!
Who plays Miko? Wait, girl A is Miko. Yeah.
Girl A is probably Mikan Zuma.
Mikan.
That timid tone. That
See, I just forgot
sounds like
because I
girl-
wasn't paying attention to like the character names. I was like, who frick this? They're all just names.
Based on the list of names.
I thought she was the
I can't think of anyone else who
the,
would be
the,
Girl
the
A.
one you played as. So
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
brings us to girl C, I think.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
Okay, that's okay. Sorry, like. Then it was girl B. Girl D took the pictures. I know that one.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Hyper energetic and unique. Bookie.
I see! Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Wow.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Thank you.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F. I see!
I see.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki,
The girl who died first
Koizumi,
in previous school.
Sayonji,
Or in
Nyoto,
the what's it called? Hope Peak.
Sato,
Hope's Academy.
Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Sure, I have a hunch, but call me Ollie, then I can tell you definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. I don't know if that was a little or older sister. I don't know.
I can prove it with
Oh,
this.
little, okay.
In the game, Guy F.
Right, it does mention
Fuyuhiko,
little.
mentions that he has a little sister.
Hmm? What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
What the heck did you do to my little sister?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I really want to say it myself, but I need to move the competition forward.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Really, was it? That punk. What the heck did she do to mine?
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Bro, why is she crying? It even happened yet.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
We did not.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
It's a wild connection.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Who's this Suzuki? Train rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you
I don't know everybody's last
mystery
name,
of
man.
the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
She did.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girlie was killed, I should be able to assume.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all.
But...
Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
in order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Bruh, it was a 2D
I made a
game.
map
What
of
the
the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point.
We get it! Talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously.
That's even paying attention.
Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
In what world have you been in where you can't lock the door from a room? As the door's open, step out and then close it.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Think your argument? Okay. There's like 7 truth bullets.